if Kyrios means Yahweh, then Unitarianism is false, just flat out. Because there's so many Bible passages that refer to Jesus as Lord. So if we can show that the Lord there is Yahweh, that it's a deity claim in all these passages, that shows Unitarianism can't possibly be true. And there's 681 times in the New Testament that Kyrios is used. And out of those 681, I went through and counted how many times it refers specifically to Yahweh. And there are at least 384 instances. That's a lot of Bible passages. But there is at least another 100 or so that is used of Jesus that could be considered Yahweh, but only if you think he's God. So out of all of the possible Kyrios passages used in the Bible, anywhere from 60 to 75% of them are used in place of Yahweh. This is significant because of the Old Testament, specifically the Greek Old Testament. There's over 6,800 places in the Greek Old Testament, the Septuagint, the LXX, that use Kyrios instead of Yahweh. This was used so much that it is kind of the de facto name for God in Greek. So in the Jewish context and in the Septuagint context in which all of the New Testament was written, the understanding of Kyrios would have been Yahweh the majority of the time. And this is important because it's always applied to Jesus. There are a number of authors of the New Testament. There's Matthew, John, Mark, who wrote Mark, Luke, John, Peter, James, Paul, Jude, and then the author of Hebrews. Do you know how many of those guys referenced Jesus as Lord and used it in place of Yahweh in a quotation of the Old Testament? All of them. So every single author of the New Testament used this word in place of Yahweh, and every single one of them applied Kyrios to Jesus.